What do you do when there's traffic to your website but no sales? That's just the dilemma one Shopify store is facing. Fresh Prep 360 provides ready to eat meals to Boston's North Shore residents, but it has a problem. It gets plenty of traffic to its Shopify store, but very few of those visitors are converting. I'm Angie with Lucky Orange, and I'll be breaking down the Fresh Prep 360 Shopify store to uncover what's stopping people from turning into customers. I'll be looking at the homepage and that vital first impression, evaluating the ordering process, and then I'll use Lucky Orange to test those findings using dynamic heat maps to see where people click and scroll, and session recordings to watch what happened on a visit. Here is the Fresh Prep 360 Shopify store. The first impression is that it's polished and looks very professional. As a Shopify store, this theme is bringing together the brand very well. Now we're going to stay above the fold for just a moment. I like that there's a high quality hero image. This image plays a starring role for a store like Fresh Prep 360, and it helps build a visitor's interest in learning more about the products. However, while I like the overall message of this current hero image, the raw ingredients don't convey the cooked meals to me that Fresh Prep 360 provides. I would suggest testing a few images and call to action combinations to see which are more effective. So now we're going to scroll through the homepage. There's a lot of information here, like where they serve, a quick overview of services, testimonials, this great graphic of the process, which I really think adds value to this page. You have about the diet plans that are interactive. You have delivery information, FAQs, ingredient details, and the meet the team. I see what you did there. I will say this is a lot of information, but some of it probably could be removed to a different page or the footer. For example, if we go to the hero image, you're going to see it already mentions that Fresh Prep 360 serves Essex County. This is very important information because it's local. However, the first element here reiterates this fact. Considering this is prime real estate on the homepage, I would remove it completely. But we'll see in a few minutes how far people are really scrolling down the page if they're clicking on this element, and it'll also give some ideas to engage people for feedback. Now, we can't leave this page before addressing the live sales notifications that have been popping up in the lower left-hand corner of the page, like this one. These are popular apps in the Shopify App Store, but for Fresh Prep 360, it goes by just too fast. Just as it catches my attention, I look over to read it and it's gone. It feels like it's taking away from the customer experience rather than adding to it. I would pause this for now and then reevaluate it at a later date. Let's move on to the ordering process. When people aren't converting, we need to figure out what's happening between the homepage and checkout. For Fresh Prep 360, this means going to the meal plan page. I really like that this page explains that there are no commitments. And then as you look at the meal plans, it breaks down the cost per meal. Having all these costs up front and easy to understand are best practices across all industries. Customers don't like surprises, but there's something missing here. The meals. We eat with our eyes, and up until this point, we haven't seen any photos of meals. Somewhere before this step, there needs to be numerous examples of meals. Think of it like a food commercial. If you see a commercial for an ooey gooey grilled cheese sandwich, you're going to start craving an ooey gooey grilled cheese sandwich, even if you just ate. This is your ooey gooey grilled cheese sandwich moment. You need to give people the opportunity to get hungry for your meals. But right now, the only way to see the meals is to commit to a plan. So we're jumping into the 4-meal plan. I have to say, I love the layout of this page. It's easy to see the meals and once again to eat with your eyes. But I do see a few areas to improve. The first, there's no way to switch between the plans. This is a missed opportunity to upsell or give people the option to switch between the number of meal plans easily. If I initially wanted a 4-meal plan, but your food was too enticing and I couldn't just stop at 4 meals, I would have to go out and start over when I should be able to just add more meals without having to do that. Also, I love the filter. I'm a big fan of filters. However, I would go one step further and categorize it. I would section it by categories like diet and meal, and also add in spice level and ingredients. You may have customers who don't want pork or beef, and it would be easy for them to search for meals that are just chicken. You may have other customers who want a little more spice, and they could easily find their hot meals as well. So now what? We have these suspicions, and now it's time to use data and visitor behavior to investigate this further. Let's go back to the homepage. We're looking for how many people interact with the hero image and call to action. We're going to find the most popular elements. And lastly, we want to see how far down the page people are scrolling. This is a lucky orange dynamic heat map. In this overlay, data is populated in real time. Now this is a click heat map, so it's showing where people clicked or didn't click. The brighter the color, the more clicks it received. Now looking at the click heat map, I can see that people aren't using the call to action. If you notice, more people are going straight to the menu bar rather than clicking on the call to action or engaging with the hero image. That's telling me that this combination of hero image and call to action isn't working. Again, I would test different hero images, including some of cooked meals rather than raw ingredients, and reevaluate it with click heat maps. Now I'm going to scroll through the home page, and you're going to see these clicks populate over the Shopify theme. Many of these prime elements at the very top of the page aren't getting much attention at all until you get to the testimonials. This is where it's at. Visitors are interested in this social proof. They want to know what other customers think and are willing to sit here and scroll through the testimonials to read them. Before we scroll much further, I want to park it back on this graphic. Again, I love having this graphic to clearly illustrate the process from ordering to eating. However, I want you to notice something. None of these icons are linked, but even though they're not linked, this icon is one of the top clicked elements on the page. You have people clicking on it because they think it is linked and they're expecting to see meals, but instead they're clicking on it and not going anywhere. This is further proof that they're expecting to see meals before they commit to a plan. They want to see what's available to see if they're interested. This is your chance to shine. Now, while I'm still on the click heat map, we're going to keep scrolling because I want to get to the footer. You're going to see it populate and find that vegetarian is very popular. And which FAQs are more popular? There's not a lot of attention down here. So I'm going to guess the scroll heat map is going to show us that not many people are reaching down here. But as we get to the footer, there's this contact us page, and there's also a live chat. Now, if I were to ask you which one is more popular, you would look at this and say the contact us page. Now, they're not getting a lot of attention either way, but people are more willing to go to contact us than the live chat. Lucky Orange has a live chat that's included in every plan and can be customized to be more engaging than just a live chat button. You can also set up an auto invite. So if someone stayed on a meal plan page for more than 30 seconds, the chat window would automatically invite the customer to chat. But I digress. We're going to go back up to the top of the page because we're going to switch over to scroll heat maps. Now, scroll heat maps show you how far people scroll on a page. In this case, for us, it's a home page. You can see that for this particular Shopify store, there's a pretty sharp decline as you scroll down. The effective fold, or the point where half of the visitors scrolled, is not even halfway down the page. So that means that more than half of the page, including most of the diets, FAQs, delivery information, ingredient information, team members, everything below this point are not impacting the sale at all. Now, my suggestions are to add meals to your homepage, especially near the top. Let's get some visual interest going in that prime real estate. Consider moving the testimonials up because people want to see it. Make sure everything is linked. If people are clicking on get meals, expecting to get meals, then you need to be able to show them the meals quickly. And lastly, tighten it up. Get rid of those extra elements. Put your homepage on a diet per se, and then reanalyze with heat maps to see how people use it differently. I would also suggest running a poll. Running a poll question asking a question like, what is your biggest concern when it comes to food? You would be able to find out what's driving your visitors to your service. Is it ingredients, nutrition, cost, convenience? You can use those responses to build out a page that answers their questions. Right now, your homepage is very focused on high quality ingredients, but your customers may be more concerned with eating locally grown ingredients or enjoying the convenience factor. To understand the ordering process a little bit better, I want to take a look at Lucky Orange session recordings. These act like a DVR for your website, so you can watch what happened when someone was on your Shopify store. For this recording, this person landed in the meals, but there was a problem. They scrolled but didn't know what they were looking for, so they went back out to look at the review page. They're reading in, they're able to see a little bit more, but they're not getting what they want, so they go back to the home page. Now you're going to see them click around, they see the coupon and think about it, but not. Now we're going to stop here for a second. If they were using Lucky Orange Live Chat, Fresh Prep 360 could automatically engage with this person through a chat invitation. Without it, the visitor is left to continue bouncing between the pages. But with live chat, someone can reach out and address their questions so that they can go directly to what they want to find. Back to the recording. You can tell that they're bouncing around. They are looking at some things, but not enough. So they go back to the meal plan and they click on 6 meal per week, but they then immediately back out. Something is confusing them here about this process. They're reading what the locals are saying, so it's further proof that people are really, really interested in looking at those testimonials. Navigation and clarity are really the main issues that need to be addressed here. You have to lead customers through the process, and customers right now seem very confused. You have to ask, what journey do I want my customers to take? So to recap, the biggest takeaways from today's analysis include tighten up the homepage and get rid of the extra fat that you don't need. Those are the elements that aren't adding value and that customers aren't necessarily looking at in this stage of the funnel. While at that same time, make sure you're conveying the right message to your visitors and don't forget to link elements. Test those hero images to see which ones your customers most relate to. Secondly, you have to add meal photos before the ordering process begins. Help those customers get started and find the meal plans that best suit their lives. They want to see the food before they order. That's really a big takeaway here for you. And lastly, engage your visitors with chat and polls. They want to give you their feedback, and you just have to ask the right questions and give them a chance to give it to you. We wish the best of luck to Fresh Prep 360. And with a little elbow grease and insight, I'm confident this Shopify store will see an increase in conversions and customer satisfaction very soon. If you're interested in trying Lucky Orange on your Shopify store, find us in the Shopify app marketplace or click the link below. We offer a free 7-day trial, and there's no credit card needed. No joke and no pressure. Our plans start at just $10 per month and include all features, including dynamic heat maps, session recordings, live chat, polls, daily email reports, and more. For more information about Lucky Orange, check us out at luckyorange.com